If you're looking for an RGB tube light right now, then you might want to check out the Viltrox K60. Now, before we continue, just a disclaimer, Viltrox did send me this K60 tube light, but money didn't change hands. This is not a sponsored review. I am not told what to say, but spoiler alert, I really like this light. Now, with that out of the way, let me show you what this light can do for you. Now, first of all, I am no stranger to this K series by Viltrox or Weeylite because I have the smaller brother of this, which is the Weeylite K21, which you can see there in the back. And upon testing this light out, they're pretty much the same. The K60 is just a much longer tube light than the K21. So here is what the K60 can do. The K60 has 4 modes, which are CCT, HSL, RGB, and scenes. Now in the CCT mode, you've got a color temperature that ranges from 2500 Kelvin and 8500 Kelvin. And again, people are asking me always if these tube lights could be used as key lights. We'll test that out later. Now the next mode is the HSL mode, wherein you can change the colors of the tube light by adjusting this number that goes from 0 to 359. Now the next mode also deals with the RGB colors, but instead of dialing in just one number, you dial in manually all the inputs in the RGB, W, and Y inputs, giving this a more manual control or mixing of the colors. And last but not the least is the scenes, which is, the effects that is probably going to be utilized if you are creating, these creative films, these short films for either YouTube or actually real movies, real full feature or short films outside of social media. And you've got the usual flash, candlelight, flame, fireworks, police, and so much more effects. And tube lights nowadays are widely used in music videos, but I don't shoot music videos, so I don't really use that much tube lights for my workflow. But one use I have for tube lights is how you see it right now, which is, just background lights just to fill up the scene at the back. And of course, one of my favorite features of lights is that if you can control your lights using an app. Now, I have both the K60 and the K21 connected to the app right now, so I can control them individually. As you can see, this is in CCT mode, the K21 is in HSL mode, and I could turn off this K60 like that, and I can turn it on. I could also put it in HSL mode and control the color right from the app. And if I want to change the color of the K21 at the back, I could just switch to it like that, and I can change it to CCT mode, as you can see right there, or bring it back to HSL and probably choose a different color. So that's one of the most convenient features of lights that I really appreciate, is the app control. Now, as I said in the start of this video, this is like the K21s, but just bigger. But there is one feature that is lacking from this K60, and it is it being magnetic. K21s I attach in my shelf via magnets, and this doesn't have magnets on these parts of the light, which is for me a big miss because you already implement it in your other lights. So for me, I don't know why Viltrox did not make these magnetic as well. But aside from that, I really like the K60. It has all the features that I need for my content creation workflow. And before we end this video, I will try to use this as a key light. So hold on. Okay, so now I placed the Viltrox K60 here in front of me, right beside the camera. And I am using a 300 watt light right now. Let's see if I'm using the same settings, if that will work. But I'm telling you now, I don't think it will be the same output. So here it is. I'm turning off my COB light, and I will turn on the Viltrox K60. So there you go. As you can see, it is lighting me right now, but I think I have to adjust the ISO in camera. ISO right now is 250. All right, so there. I adjusted my ISO to 800 ISO as opposed to 250, which I was using with my COB light, which is my main key light. And as you can see, it can light me pretty well, but again, just like any other tube light that I've tested, the problem here is the diffusion. It's such a harsh light on me, on my skin, on my face, and it also casts a hard shadow at the back. So yes, you can use these tube lights to light you, use it as a key light, but I don't recommend it unless you get a diffuser specifically for the tube lights. And if you are wondering how much this K60 is, it is priced at $63 in Viltrox site, which I think is a good value for a light this long and for the features that it offers. So that's it for this video. Tell me in the comments below, is the K60 something you will pick up if you are in need of a tube light right now? And if you want to watch more videos about camera gear, audio equipment, and desk setups, then please do check out my other videos here.